Mastering continuous delivery. Vendor relationships can make or break your continuous delivery strategy. When we strive to achieve operational excellence in the context of continuous delivery, how do we effectively manage and maintain our vendor relationships, ensuring that contractual agreements and obligations are properly negotiated, monitored, and fulfilled to drive business value and mitigate potential risks? To effectively manage and maintain vendor relationships in the context of continuous delivery and operational excellence, it is crucial to establish a structured approach that ensures contractual agreements and obligations are properly negotiated, monitored, and fulfilled. This approach should be grounded in a deep understanding of the organization's business objectives, risk tolerance, and compliance requirements. Firstly, it is essential to develop a comprehensive vendor management framework that outlines the processes, procedures, and responsibilities for managing vendor relationships. This framework should be integrated into the organization's existing governance structure and should include clear roles and responsibilities, communication channels, and performance metrics. The vendor management framework should encompass a robust vendor selection process that evaluates potential vendors based on their technical capabilities, financial stability, security posture, and compliance with regulatory requirements. This process should involve a thorough risk assessment to identify potential risks associated with each vendor and to develop mitigation strategies. Once vendors are selected, it is crucial to negotiate contractual agreements that align with the organization's business objectives and risk tolerance. Contractual agreements should clearly outline the scope of work, performance metrics, payment terms, and termination clauses. Additionally, contractual agreements should include provisions for data ownership, intellectual property protection, and compliance with regulatory requirements. To ensure contractual agreements are properly negotiated, it is essential to establish a contract management office, CMO, that oversees the negotiation, execution, and management of all vendor contracts. The CMO should be responsible for reviewing and approving all contractual agreements, ensuring that they are aligned with the organization's business objectives and risk tolerance. To monitor and fulfill contractual obligations, it is crucial to establish a vendor performance management process that tracks vendor performance against agreed-upon metrics and key performance indicators, KPIs. This process should involve regular vendor meetings, performance reviews, and issue escalation procedures. Vendors that fail to meet the agreed-upon performance metrics should be subject to corrective action, including penalties, renegotiation of contractual terms, or termination of the contract. Furthermore, to drive business value and mitigate potential risks, it is essential to establish a continuous monitoring and improvement process that assesses vendor performance, identifies areas for improvement, and implements corrective actions. This process should involve regular vendor risk assessments, compliance monitoring, and business continuity planning. In addition, to ensure that contractual agreements are properly fulfilled, it is crucial to establish a contract closure process that ensures that all contractual obligations are met, and that all deliverables are completed to the required standards. This process should involve a formal contract closure procedure that includes a final review of contractual obligations, payment of any outstanding invoices, and a review of lessons learned. Ultimately, effective management and maintenance of vendor relationships in the context of continuous delivery and operational excellence requires a structured approach that ensures contractual agreements and obligations are properly negotiated, monitored, and fulfilled. By establishing a comprehensive vendor management framework, a robust vendor selection process, contractual agreements that align with business objectives, and a continuous monitoring and improvement process, organizations can drive business value, mitigate potential risks, and achieve operational excellence.